talking about a world that's controlled and ran by men. So I think about what's the pros and cons of you trying to show up in the world to be seen and heard. And I also think about... The same way
as a Black American, I want to be seen and heard to be equal, that I matter as a person.
Right? I don't disagree.
The same way as a Black person, I want to show up in the rooms because I can and I'm capable. The same way I would as a woman. I can show up for you because I can and I'm capable, regardless if I have a vagina or not. Right? If we women in business make it better, we have a perspective that you lack, that sometimes you don't see. It happens in your household. Your wife or your partner helps you see the vision better for your family and for your own personal business. So it's the same way in business and partnership. If we have a business and we want to, and don't bring me in just because it's a woman's division or we're launching a women's line. Let's bring in some women.
How they bring Black people in.
Right. And still they won't do it sometimes. Right. And still they won't. It'll be a bunch of men talking about women's issues. At least bring me in on the women's issues. But bring me in, period, because I am willing and capable. Right? When we talk about brand deals or partnership deals, think about women businesses. Think about open the door and help your fellow women entrepreneurs.
I think it becomes an issue because most women are not like 100% locked in and driven to a thing. I've never seen a woman not have the luxury of being able to just be versatile and do something different. I'm not saying it from a complaining factor. I think it's a special trait in women. That's why I say women are like waters. But when you look at a specific...
Wait, say that again?
Any specific field...
Run that back. Women, we do what?
Like, they lack the ability to kind of stay rooted in a thing or a situation. Like, women have the ability to where they could... Today, we
can't focus and be consistent?
Right. Today we focus on this. Tomorrow we might feel this way. Today we feel this way.
Like we fickle.
They are.
Oh.
And I think it has an effect on how most men see people in the marketplace.
Dang.
That's why most men, I'm just giving to it straight now. That's why most men, that's why it seemed like that.
I wasn't prepared for that. I wasn't prepared.
You don't take
He said we inconsistent, we fickle, we lack, drive, we lack focus.
Wow. But it's natural.
It's not.
I don't think, yes it is.
God put that fickleness in us.
Right, because you have, all right. So.
We lack focus.
Right. Watch this now.
Oh.
For you to have the ability to bounce back and think about a man and what most men have to worry or do. Let's take a hard-on man traditional. Like a man goes to work, he comes home. I ain't talking about if he doing crazy stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you take a woman. A woman is a wife.
I'm trying. I'm sitting in my seat. I'm trying over here.
Listen. A woman is a wife, a mother, right? Then on top of that, most men look for their wives to be all about them, for them, in them, all kind of stuff, right? So if I come home, I bring my troubles here. Wife has to be so versatile.
Correct. That's what I said. We have to wear several hats.
That's what I'm saying. But that's a natural instinct in women from a business perspective. Sometimes it don't fit the mold. And in order for a woman to be driven, I'm not saying that they can't be, but when you start operating in that sense, you become more masculine than you are feminine. And sometimes that takes over. That's why you got most people who be like, y'all women are masculine, this, that, and the third. But nobody knows what they want. Nobody knows what they want. The man don't know what he want in a woman. He want a woman that's soft or masculine, and a woman don't even know how she want to show up. He said we fickle.
He said women fickle and lack
women don't know how they want to show up.
He trying to fight. He trying to fight today. He said we fickle and lack consistency, and we not driven. I don't even know how it's bringing up like what
unfortunately
I ate last night.
We all become victims of the few who, right? They're not gonna if I'm in like when I was in the military, they're not gonna point out Tariq like, oh, he's the bad soldier, they're gonna say, "Oh, look at them army people. That's how they do."
Okay, so
Unfortunately, we fall in that category.
So women, right, in terms of being able to multitask and not, when you say fickle, being able to multitask and wear multiple hats, right? Being able to juggle and do a lot of things good, right? I have to be a mom, a wife. I have to make sure that my home base is set up. Right, which is what I was saying. So if I have support from my home, but I also want to do a business, I also want to start a business, right? I also want to press forward in my business. Means that what? I can't do that because you lack the capacity to support me as my spouse?
No, it has nothing to do with support. First of all, I think any woman who has a business should never have to start a business. Should never have to start a business off of pure survival or the ability to be money driven. That's what I think. That's the reason why I brought up the Beyonce and Jay-Z narrative, because I think Beyonce can sit in, although she might have to show up in a space where she has to declare herself as being a boss. That's I don't care who it is. That's probably everybody's have to.
It's not.
Take that.
It's uniquely to women. It's unique to women.
All right, well, let's keep it there.
I'm not saying men and maybe black men, but white men don't have to do that. And I pretty much say black men probably don't have to do that either.
Okay. So we'll focus on women. So but I don't think that they should have to start a business to where they become the sole provider. It's based off survival or necessity. I think when they do things like that, it takes away from their character. And that's where you start to see problems come in, because even in the workforce, you take the business.
What do you if I start a business, if I'm a single mom,
right?
And I'm working,
right,
but I realize that job is just not enough. I have two children, and then I said, well, I'm going to do hair, or I'm going to sell products, or I'm going to bake cakes. I'm baking cakes for my children for whatever project they have for school. I'm going to bake some extra cakes and sell something that turns into a cupcake empire.
Right.
But I sold these cupcakes out of necessity because I needed extra money.
For sure. I'm not negating that. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is I don't think women should be in that position to do that. That's what I'm saying. And I think that when they move from a space where they're not in that position to do that, all things flourish correctly. All things move in balance. Their business probably grow how they want it to grow. They have the ability to kind of do what it is they want to do. Women have certain options that I feel like most men don't have. And so when you look at that, they have them same options in business, in the workplace, at home, and most men don't have the luxury of doing that.
What? The luxury of what?
Of having certain options in life.
Like what? What options do women have that's the luxury that you think men don't have?
So
I'm trying to understand.
A woman can choose to say, hey, if you put a woman in her natural state with some options, you could choose to be like, listen.
What's her natural state? What is that? Let's define that. You keep saying natural state.
Right. Like being a natural nurturer and a helpmate. It's not subservient.
That's not what you're saying.
Right. It's not.
They ain't trying to start. I just want you to define natural state.
No, natural is like, being a natural feminist, right? Being more feminine than you are masculine. We all have them same traits, but you being a nurturer, a carer, giving something that can grow and fluctuate.
Okay.
That's just like saying crabs in the barrel. That's not their natural habitat.
For sure.
So when you take women out their natural habitat, they do things outside of the norm. But most women have options. Most women should have options. Let me say it like this. You should have the ability to be like, I'm not going to be taking nothing off of whoever, whatever. You should be able to build businesses based off you having options, to be able to, do what you want to do when you want to do. Most men can't. Most men have to be able to provide for themselves and others. They got to be able to work, not be taken care of. That comes with a certain type of mindset that most men don't have the luxury where we can walk outside and meet a woman that can take care of us. And if they in that position, they shouldn't be. But most women do. Women have the option where they can find a man who has money, or they can make their own money. They have the option where they can go to work today or not go to work. They got the option to be like, I'm on my cycle, I ain't coming in. You have options and stuff. It's the truth. It's the truth.
Stars and stripes.
Women got options.
I don't have that option. When I'm on my menses, I can't call in my job and say I can't come in.
But some people should. That's what.
What?
The point of listen. The point I'm trying to make is women.
No,
women should have.
We don't have. Okay, let's put this out there. As a woman, when I'm on my cycle,
right,
I have to show up every day. I would like to.
Right.
I would love to say, call my job when I worked.
But you
now
probably
I have the option today because I created that environment. Because I created that environment.
That's my
but
point,
I'm 40, whatever.
But that's
I created
point.
that today. But there's 20, 30 something, 40, 50-year-olds who work a W-2 job who don't have that option because they're on their cycle.
For sure. That means they're put in a position where they have to show up in this space.
That means that we're not viewed as handicapped or disabled because we're on our cycle. Now, 100 years ago, they would tell us to drive off to the edge of the town when your cycle was on. But we're not doing that today. When my cycle's on, I could show up. I can show up. I'm not disabled because my cycle.
It doesn't mean that you're disabled.
But I don't have that option.
But my point is,
if I call out sick, I'm really sick, and maybe I am on my cycle. But the job doesn't have a provision that says you get 5 days a month when your cycle's on. You could call out. For sure.
But my thing is that we should, in order to bring women around men, you're gonna have to. There's gonna be some things where you're not gonna.
So because why? Now you're saying I should. That should be
right.
The
whole basis of this is the fact that.
But tell me how you really feel. So
I
shouldn't come to work.
If that's not what you want to do.
Okay.
Men should have the ability to afford women the luxuries of choosing what they want to do when they want to do it. Any woman who have to do anything out of necessity or a need or a survival becomes somebody unlike herself. That's what my whole point is.
All right. Is there a text question now? Because my head is, I'm tired. We started with women in business.
I'm telling you,
then
that's
the man said we
have
the luxury of calling out during my cycle. Well, we should have the luxury.
But see, most women are going to take that approach. Why? Because that's an internal thing to make them feel, to make yourself feel, to want to be seen, heard, and respected on equal playing field. And in the perfect world, nobody's equal to nobody.
You right. Right?
Right, but we don't operate that way. Women walk in with a force that they should be equal to men. Men operate in a force that
I want if we're in the same space, right? I want to be treated equal. The same way your opinion is valued, mine should be.
That's
you're paid, but that's what work is. When we are all called into an office and they say, "Hey, team, tell me what you think about this marketing plan." I want your marketing plan and my marketing plan, or my opinion based on what you think marketing is, should be valued the same. And I want to get compensated the same. I actually should get compensated more.
All right, that's a different issue though.
Since most of the times I'm gonna have the children anyway. Give me more.
See what I'm saying? See, that's what I'm talking about.
You walk
right into my point. See, most of the time you got the ability to.
You're right.
That's all I'm saying. So when you look at this,
I don't have the ability though, because white dominance and patriarchy says that has created the value for me.
Right, but that's a whole nother thing. We're not talking about that.
But that is the thing that's bleeding and running into how you view and how people view women in business. Where did the ideas come from? It's not that through osmosis and God gave you and said, women are this and men are that. We were socialized through a patriarchy of white supremacy that women are this and men are that. And y'all stick in those boxes. And if y'all try to bleed and do anything else, we're going to cause confusion and havoc. That's why men view women in a certain light. Why we have to twist and change the narrative to be viewed as an individual. You keep saying a natural state. It's not natural to me based on what you think it is. Natural to me is 100% on how I feel, right? Not what society deems me as being natural. So if I don't want to have children, if I don't want to marry, that's natural to me or natural to that woman. That's what natural is, meaning that it's innate. It's just in me. So women in business, if it's natural for her and we're up for the same contract, I want the same opportunity as you would. I want the same opportunity. Same way as a man, you want to be viewed and given the same opportunity as your white counterpart. I want the same. I don't want more. I want the same. Don't devalue me. Don't give me a handicap because I'm on my menstrual. Give me the same.
This is a wrap. Don't forget to keep minding your biz, y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment.
Yes.
Interesting subject today, women in business and the tax questions. So y'all like, share, subscribe, hit that button, hit that bell, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.
All right.
Peace.